Welcome. This is a recap of the City Council meeting held today, Monday, January 9th, 2023. As required, the first meeting of January always requires an organizational meeting where we approve financial institutions, council bylaws, official paper, and then representatives to boards, commissions, agencies, and Mayor Pro Tem. And so we took care of that early in the meeting. With that, we had a lengthy consent agenda. Maybe just one note that there were 4 items in the consent agenda, all related to improvements and approving contracts for design and construction services for the Grand Rapids Airport, both the north and south taxi lane, and then a hangar development utility extension, and requesting a grant through IRRR. Upon conclusion of the consent agenda, we moved on to the regular agenda, where we hired Paul Martinetto as a new building inspector for the city of Grand Rapids. He'll begin January 30th. This is a position that we started out advertising in September, and we had a number of qualified individuals, I'm told, and I know that Paul will be a great person to have in that spot. Kind of as a side note, he's also one of our firefighters, so that gives us additional daytime coverage, which is sometimes hard to get for our fire department. So that will be one more city employee who's be able to do that. After that, we heard from Matt Wegworth, our city engineer, on 3 different items, all related to the Sylvan Bay Overlay and Utilities Project, CP 2015-1. And what that means is this was a project that started in 2015 and it keeps getting pushed back, as many road construction projects do, until we have the money. And so this one is needed. Once it comes back, we'll see what we know what our anticipated budget is for that. We'll see what it comes back at, and at that time, if it comes back within budget, we will move forward with that. Between now and then, our city engineer will be holding neighborhood meetings with residents who will be affected by that Sylvan Bay Overlay and Utilities. If you're not familiar with that, that would be what's going to be worked on are 10th, 11th, and 12th Avenues Southwest and 1st Street Southwest. Pretty much everything north of 4th Street Southwest to the river, with the exception of 8th and 9th won't have anything done, but 1st Street down below will, so it'll affect everybody in that quadrant of town that's between the river and 4th Street Southwest. Residents there know how bad some of those streets are, and so we are glad that we can maybe get that ball rolling. Finally, we considered appointed Amanda Lampa to the Arts and Culture Commission and Bill Schnell to the Grand Rapids Planning Commission. We had first meeting for our 2 new council members this evening, Molly McGregor and Tom Sutherland, and we welcome them aboard and look forward to working with them for the next couple of years. So with that, we meet again on January 23rd, 2023 at 5 o'clock in 2 weeks. So it looks like we got some good weather up until then, and hopefully we hang on.